guys, Adina Silvestri here with atheistinrecovery.com. Sorry for all the movement. But I wanted to talk a little bit about faith in recovery, and I've realized also that I haven't been live in a while because it's just been craziness in the world. So I noticed in the podcast, the most recent podcast, How to Have Faith in Recovery, that we talked about self-acceptance and accepting others, but I don't think we spent enough time on ourselves, and it's something that, well, if you're human, you suffer with self-acceptance. I know I do. And I hear it in my office a lot too. And so I thought maybe today would be a good day to just jump on and share a little bit about radical acceptance and what it is and how you could use it to help you with those fear-based, blaming, self-numbing, unworthiness thoughts. So hopefully that sounds good to you. Okay. Radical acceptance. So take your right arm, cross it over your shoulder, cross it over your shoulder, right and left, and so you're hugging yourself, right? So now do the opposite, left over right. Now you're hugging your evil twin. You need to hug both. You need to accept both versions of yourself. And so radical acceptance means you accept reality the way it is. And so when we're fighting a situation, when we're harshly judging ourselves, I'm not good enough, this is not fair, why me, right? We've all said that before, why me? Radical acceptance is you are not fighting reality, right? You're accepting reality. You're not fighting reality, because fighting reality means that you're suffering. And so I thought about this when I was doing the podcast with Teresa McBean, podcast 48, and we talked about belonging and that people don't recover via their program of choice. They recover by finding their community, right? Finding their people. We all know that. But what if you go into a community and you don't see anyone that looks like you? You're not sure that these individuals will get you, especially like in early recovery, you know, where like you probably don't want to be there in the first place. How do you not fight that? You know, how do you sort of just dig your heels in and say, okay, whatever's going on here, I'm not going to judge. I'm just going to be. That's really hard, you know, like especially people when we have like these sort of masks on and we have this armor up and we're guarded. It's really hard to step into a new situation with people that you don't know and that don't seem to be like your people. So I thought I would just share Trance of Unworthiness is something that comes up a lot. And it's a barrier to radical acceptance. And so the trance of unworthiness is every time we feel that blame, that judgy, that fear, we just pause. And so we're sort of deconditioning ourselves. So we pause and we just take a big diaphragmatic breath. So just like a sort of like a belly breath, right? Like a 5-second inhalation and a 5-second exhalation. And so that's where we'll start to notice what's going on inside us, right? We won't be so quick to react. We'll notice the fear. We'll notice the judgment. We'll notice the shame. And then we'll just be really curious about that, right? We'll just be really curious about those feelings, kind of where they're coming from. And it's a practice, and it's a practice that you do over and over again. And so it's this not being lost in this fear-based reactivity and just pausing, noticing what's happening in your body. Can I sit with this feeling? If you could sit with it, well then it's going to go away. And then you can start along your journey of having faith as a verb, right? So, all right, I hope that this little exercise was helpful. If you liked it, if you want to know more about radical acceptance, leave a comment in the comment section below. If you're watching it later, hashtag replay, so I know that you guys are watching, and I will be better about going on lives. All right, Air community, it's good to see you guys. Bye.